Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I'm messing with my audio today. Yeah. Hey, is there you guys hear this audio or is this crap? How about now? Let me know if you hear it. Hey, everybody, it's Dirk in the iBasher studio. Dirk Live, Speedy Tuesday. What's on your mind? Tell me if you can hear the audio. If you can, it's great because I couldn't hear anything in my cans, which means my audio is messed up. But if you can hear me, give me the thumbs up. I'll take a drink while I wait. Sounds weird in my cans. I'm goofing with the iBashers audio stream. Audio good. Okay, great. Hey guys, welcome. My name is Dirk. This is iBashers. It is Speedy Tuesday. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm just going through Logic Pro because the audio seems to be better, and I can do fun things like I was born under a bad sign, waiting for my time to come. Just goofing around with EQ, getting the sound better. But I did not hear the intro, which I thought was weird. I didn't hear the intro. Very, very strange. Let's see who's in the room. Let's start it out. Number one in the room tonight, Proust, Stuttgart. Cheers to you. You're in there at number one, so you know what you need to do immediately. 100% immediately is you need to send me an email at basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. This way, I can send you a Basher of the Day song because you deserve it. You're number one. basherdirk@gmail.com. All right, great to see you in the room. Proust, Stuttgart. Looking forward to tonight's show. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? I went out with Hardcore Shutterbug for some coffee. So I'm caffeinated out of my mind. Yeah. Dave Fahrenheit 451 upvoted to you. Do I owe you, Dave? Do I owe you? No, I think I did one. I get so confused. You got to see how many Basher of the Day songs I've got in my catalog now. Maybe like 50. It's insane. Kevin Landon's in the room. Number 3 today. Best wishes to Dirk and all the Bashers. I will catch the show on the replay as I am working today. Upvote, subscribe, and keep on being the best people on YouTube. 100% agreed. The greatest team in the whole wide world. We love everybody. Everybody's great. Everybody's welcome. Come on in. Except maybe JD Vance, who admitted that he lied today. Whoa, shocking. Hi, Dirk and all the Bashes. Melly C, the mother of all kitties. She is here. Great to see you in the room, darling. And Andrew Wolkowicz, wow, you're in there. Like number, what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, Andrew Wolkowicz. First to Super Chat. This is true. Who will be next? Oh, wow, thank you. Working till 5:30, but enjoy the show and don't forget to upvote and subscribe. Make sure to be an inspiration in others' lives and a blessing in their memories. Amen. Thanks, everybody, for a really terrific Sunday Mass. Well-attended show, a homilyless, but it was a fun, dear Dirk. Everybody, I want to thank everybody participating in that particular show. I love doing Sundays. It's such a... Do you like one better than 3? Please let me know in the chats if that time is better for you. There were some conflicts of other streamers. And so I just don't want to do that. And also, like, I want to be respectful of the people on the other side of the Atlantic, because of which you make up 63%. Dean, nice thumbnail. Dirk looks like Gran Turismo. It kind of does, right? Basher's Dirk. This is a video game for all you non-gamers out there. Yes, it is indeed. I played it for quite a while. I play on PS5. I have a PS3, and I haven't been gaming in years. Also on the VR headset, which is insane. Please upvote Dino. Franco Fiore, grazie mille to all the fellow Bashers, and please remember to upvote. Doesn't take very much. If you could like and subscribe, do it all down there, and hit that bell so you know every single time you're on here. Be a part of this show. It's your show. I just host it. I just show up and I let it all roll with you guys. I've got the Gallery of Bastards. Metal Mondays is coming up really soon, which is just really Music Mondays. It's going to be a music show. It's not going to be metal per se, but I'm going to have some guests and some fun people on the show. I'm going to have everybody's favorite iBasher people. I'm going to have people you've never met, people who I respect and love as musicians, all that kind of stuff, all coming your way soon. And a walkabout this week. It's a duck about to the ends of the earth. Places and faces unheard. Got to say it like Rob Halford. Faces and places unheard. Or you got to do it like this. Faces and places unheard. Glenn Parker, hi to one and all. I hope all is well with everybody on this beautiful Speedy Tuesday. Speedy Tuesday, Speedy Tuesday, Speedy Tuesday. Hiteshi is in the room. Vroom, vroom. Let's get bashing. Happy Speedy Tuesday. Please protect the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Thank you. Very Bob Barker of you. For those of you who don't know, Bob Barker was one of the greatest game show hosts in America. He hosted a show called The Price is Right, a big animal advocate, an animal lover, and he always said, please protect the pet population by having your pets spayed or neutered. And what a guy. Incredible. Angelo Minichello is here. Hello, all. Great to see you, too. Right. Successful launch of the new 2-man inflatable kayak. 1 hour trail, 2 men, then single. All good. Then it says text yellow goal. I don't know what any of that means, but it's Ray Ray. Sometimes I speak Ray Ray better than other times. But yes, sounds good to me. I think you sent some pictures. We'll have a look at those in due time. In due time. I hope I still have that up, right? I do, right? Yeah, great. Great. Ray 17th in the house. 17th to hit the thumbs up. Dean, audio's good. Great. Oh, Andy Dufresne. Melly C says yes. All good. Red number 1. Dirk, don't touch the red button. I've got lots of silver buttons. I don't have a single solitary red button. Mike Callan, no worries. Su DS, no worries. Sounds great. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Vasilios P, good evening to all. Mart, hey, and Bronson. Hiteshi, congrats. Proust, Stuttgart, fitting you on cover page F1 Proust. Oh, look, that's true. Very, very true. Ray Ray says, I like the new Holy Sunday service time. Well, that's good. Metal Monday sounds great. It's going to be coming up. Just trying to figure out what to do on the show to make everybody, music is a thing that we all tend to love. Whenever I meet a person that doesn't like music, I'm always amazed by it. I don't really understand that. Like, I just spoke to somebody recently and I said, what kind of music do you like? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really into music. I said, well, if I like a song, they said, if I like a song, I'll listen to it. I said, well, do you buy music? No, never. Do you ever go to concerts? No, never. I was amazed by that. It's not something I understand, being that music has been one of the most important things in my life. Not just the music I make, but the music that influences me, that comforts me, that moves me, entertains me. It's very simple. I think music is one of the most beautiful gifts that we've been given on this earth. And like everybody loves movies, right? Some people say I'm not into sports. I get that too. But I just think music is far more universal than any of the other arts, because music is just so innate to our humanity. The need to want to break into song, or the need to want to hear a beautiful piano player, a beautiful aria. Even if you're not into classical music, you can't deny the beauty of a beautiful coloratura soprano or an amazing tenor. I mean, it seems so weird to me. Yeah, it's weird. Itashi says Dirk, the red button is the bat signal, right? I should wear a Batman shirt on here. Will I get in trouble from Warner Brothers? Batman was my first word before I said mommy or daddy. And it's a true fact. And growing up, well, I'm surrounded by Batman people, especially when I got into Hitman. Jimmy Baki's guitar amp was called the Batman Head. And it's like this very rare, cool old Marshall Plexi. And it just sounds incredible. And it's the Batman Head, and he still has it. A couple of months ago, he's like, I think I should sell it. I was like, don't you dare. Oh my God. And then our old tour manager, Todd T-Boy Confessori, very famous guy, started with us. We were the first band he ever, worked with, a local band. And then he went on to work with everybody from Madonna to Prince to just garbage and ACDC, I think so. Who was another band? Night Ranger for many years, but he worked with everybody, and he was obsessed with Batman. He's like, I'm way more Batman than you. I'm like, my first words were Batman, asshole. So keep on trying that, buddy. I'm in a very strange camp though. I I I like the Michael Keaton Batman the best, especially Batman Returns. I just was never the Christopher Nolan ones. While they looked amazing, I just hated Christian Bale as Batman. I just thought he sucked, and it's not my thing. I've watched them; they're okay. Dark Knight's probably the best one, but I just didn't buy him as Batman. Didn't really enjoy it. What are you gonna do? Ray Ray says, "Oh, and watched my first kiss live at Madison Square Garden. God, I love you." You my first. What's my first kiss live gig at Madison Square Garden? I don't know what that. But did you watch that the end of the road thing? I mean, listen, you all know that I grew up a giant Kiss fan, but I take them with a grain of salt now, especially now the fact that most of the stuff is on tape and who knows what's real. You go to concerts nowadays and half of it's fake, and which is not something, and I put that in the in an iBashers poll. I asked you guys, like, how far are you willing to allow an artist to go to present the best show to you? It was like 100% live. You don't mind a couple of things on tape, or in the toaster, as the industry calls it. It's a hard dancing. It's hard to do all that dancing out there. Let us use some background tracks. Or the other one was just like, screw it, I just want to rock. I don't have a problem with bands that have some stuff in the toaster oven. If there's some string arrangements, even background vocals doesn't really bother me. But when it comes to lead vocals or guitars or bass, when the roots, the meat and the potatoes of the performance, I don't think should ever be pre-recorded, because that's not what people are paying for. And then you get these, Gen Z arguments, and they're like, "Oh, we're paying for the experience, and it doesn't matter." I'm like, "Well, go home and play the record. What's the play their albums, because those are faker than shit too." Most albums nowadays are completely, blocked to a grid, and they're all auto tunes, and it's what the kids are used to. It's all what you get used to. I personally just found out something horrific. Queen just released a completely remixed, like, 50th anniversary edition of their very first album, known as Queen. Now they're calling it Queen 1, because there was a Queen 2. And it's, it's got Keep Yourself Alive on it, and that The Night Comes Down. It's got some songs you would know. However, I listened to it, and I was 2 minutes in, I was horrified to find out that when they took the master tapes out, they cleaned everything up and put pitch correction on Freddie Mercury. Brian May, Roger Taylor, what are you doing? I understand putting it on Sabrina Carpenter, any of these new kids on the block. This is their era. This is what they do. It doesn't matter. But when you have somebody as great as Freddie Mercury, one of the greatest singers in the history of the world, certainly the greatest rock frontman ever, how dare you consider putting pitch correction on these beloved songs that we worship? How dare you do that? And I turned it off, and I was going to go order it and get it on vinyl. It's 5 discs, and it's very expensive. And I'm not buying that. I have Queen 1. I have it on vinyl. I have it on CD. I do not need. Here's another problem. And that sometimes I watch these reaction videos where there's these 2 dudes. They're like hip hop guys, and they're in, I think they're called Lost in Vegas. They don't know much about rock, but they listen to crazy stuff. Everything from Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, Metallica to, Frangeli, and they listen to everything, which is very, very cool. They have very open minds. And they were talking about how these old records need to get mastered louder. Now, what people don't seem to realize is that in the world of when you get a record, or when you used to get a record, if you wanted it louder, you would turn the volume up. And those records were mastered so they sounded even, and they had lots of headroom, lots of air, lots of space. Now what they do, there's this thing called brick walling. They master the record so hot, so loud, that there's very, very little wiggle room for you to turn it up before it starts to distort. And that is called the volume wars. It's called brick walling. And everybody is so used to these records. And you know what? All you have to do is take that little knob, or that button and just turn the volume up if you want the music louder. And you get all the dynamics, all the air, all the reverb, all the space, all the beauty of those original recordings are intact. But once you add all of this, it's called compression, and all that junk onto these recordings, these classic recordings, all of that beauty, that landscape disappears. It just squashes it into one big, really loud signal, and it makes it really, really crap. So that's what Queen just did. Queen just released that, and I think that's really, really, really super duper shitty. Hitesh wants to know if he missed Metal Monday. You did not. I will let you know, Hitesh, and everyone else in the Basherdome. You'll know exactly when I'm going to do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely not. See, Dean knows. Melly C, how odd. Music feeds the soul. Yeah, sometimes people just don't like it. It's all very weird. We need the Enigma machine for our dear friend Ray Ray. I think we've all said that a couple of times, right? Ray Ray definitely has his own language, and it's the language of love. That's why we love him. It's Miami Manny, handsome, handsome man, looking great. I went up and I told you I met, I don't even know what breed this dog was today. You're a doggy guy. I love German Shepherds. Went out for coffee with Hardcore Shutterbug, and we met this very nice lady and her friend. And she had this beautiful dog. What are the names of the small dogs that have very kind of, his name was Speckle. And they have these kind of gray, white, and black stripy coats. He's very corgi-like, but he wasn't. He's very, very fuzzy. Cheers, Dirk, and all the bashers, Miami Man. Cheers back to you, Miami Manny. Dean, his third word was, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Hiteshi says, thanks, Dean. Who was the best Joker? No, not that one. It was Mark Hamill in the video games. Yeah, that might very well be true. I personally don't like, I didn't like Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I thought it was camp, silly, stupid, and over the top. And I know it's a cartoon, but it's not Marvel. It's DC. It's dark. I think Heath Ledger was the best Joker. And I think now with this, these Joker movies they're making now with Joaquin Phoenix, that's a whole other animal. He's an extremely intense actor. And I think he's kind of created a new niche for himself. It's if you saw him in at the Venice Film Festival, you know, he's an intense guy, but he's I think he's gone through some serious mental health issues, as it seems like that role does to people, except for Jack. I don't think I think Joaquin has come through the other side, because he seemed really normal, down to earth, very, very level-headed, and I was really happy for him, because I worry about that guy sometimes. Hiteshi, Mark Hamill was awesome in Batman the animated series. I will agree, and he is a great. He looks fucking Skywalker. I mean, holy mackerel! Pure Palm is here. Dirk Bashers, kind regards to one and all from rainy Vancouver Island. That is a place I really want to see. Vancouver is supposed to be one of the most beautiful places in Canada, and if not the world. And I heard Vancouver Island is just a spectacular place of ecology and ecosystem. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful places in the whole wide world. Dean with £4.99. I am the second to Super Chat. Who is third? Yeah. Thank you so much. Let's give you, tell me, now let's see if you hear this. Oh shit. I'm so sorry. Look at this. I was talking so much. Andrew, darling, I'm so sorry. I forgot to give you the Super Chat gong. Tell me if you hear the sound. Because when I use this other audio, I don't hear the sounds, which I think is cuckoo. But you might. And if you do, great. If you don't, then I've got some work to do. I've got work to do. Yeah. Work to do. I'm hearing a little bit of doubling on that. Loud and clear. Okay, great. I don't hear it, but you can hear it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the way I'm monitoring this. Let me have a look at this. Look at settings and go to audio. Mic loopback virtual speaker. Oh, maybe I need to do this. Hey. Mic loopback virtual audio. Hey. And default speaker. Okay. Okay, that sounds better to me now. And now for Dearest Dino, I'm going to do this guy. I heard that loud and clear. I just changed the output. You guys get the input of this. So let's see if this still works now. If I go to Logic Pro and I switch it to, let me see. Where am I on? If I go here, hey, I saw the light in the night with the darkest of evenings. Who adore. It's fun. I have a lot of goofy stuff that I could do with Logic Pro once I get in there. But oh, that's amazing. Amazing. Teen 499, thank you so much. Andrew, am I second to super chat? Who is the third? Thank you so much. Great to see you in there. Gabari wants to know if they reefed the SS United States. They have not, and I will give you the update. And so, as you all know, September 12th was the date that the judge had said the SS United States has to leave her dock in Philadelphia because the owners, the Penn family, wanted her out. But the 12th came and went, and we got an injunction against the Penn warehouse family because what they had done was, there was a possibility because the SS United States Conservancy did sign a tentative agreement with lots of outs if we could not find a peer for her in the interim. Now, there's at least 2 years of preparation to reef a ship. And one of the stipulations was that she would go to this place in Florida. She would have to have a couple of things done, paint scraped off, et cetera, in order to reef her. And believe me, no one wants to see her reefed. No one in the world wants to see that. We want her to be an ongoing museum, hotel, shopping esplanades. There are so many things for America's flagship. She is America's flagship. She has, ever since her maiden voyage in 1952 and her decommission in 1969, she is still the fastest ship that has ever crossed the Atlantic, the holder of the blue ribbon in both directions, and the flagship of America, co-made by William Francis Gibbs and the United States Navy. So the patriotism, when people profess their patriotism, they look the other way. They're more interested in people eating dogs and cats in some fictional city and some fictional shit. But when it comes to actual American ingenuity, know-how, and one of the most important and prominent articles that the United States has ever produced, they just look the other way. Well, here's what happened. We were supposed to sign an agreement with the reefing company about transportation. First, it was a tentative agreement, and the second one was they were going to get together, have a conversation about how, why, what, and where, and they never called us back, and the date approached. In the interim, attorneys through discovery had discovered that the Penn warehouse people, the people that house her, the people that own the dock where she's been for the last 20 some odd years, they found out that they were in secret conversations trying to disrail the agreement so that the United States Conservancy would default and the judge would then give ownership to the peer company because they could then sell her for the top dollar and scrap the living crap out of her, which is what they wanted to do. The evidence was presented to the courts, and the judge agreed with the SS United States Conservancy. She's going to stay in the pier. This is going to go back to court because it turns out that they interfered. The SS United States did not want to sign an agreement to reef her. However, the agreement said as such is that they could take possession of her while we try to find an X amount of time to find a permanent location before. And if we couldn't, then they had the option to reef her before any money changed any hands. What the current pier owners in Philadelphia did was called up Penn Warehouse. There's paperwork, there's all this kinds of stuff. And they tried to underhandedly derail the entire progress on getting that locked up so she could leave the pier and be out of their hair forever. Instead, they wanted her to default and be stuck there after the 12th. Therefore, they would take possession of, we'd be in default and they would take possession. It's very, very, very dirty business. And they're probably going to get in a shitload of trouble, and they deserve it because they're horrible, 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 horrible people. Horrible people. Horrible people. Horrible. Original OC 199 is hitting Jeff Lynn's ELO at the Garden tonight. Cheers. I saw Jeff Lynn at the Garden about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was absolutely incredible. Jeff Lynne, ELO, one of my favorite artists, Paul's favorite band of all time, of all time. Mike Callan says, thought the red button quiets the orange button. Batman began seeing. That's what it is. Pure Pump says, I like Joaquin Phoenix an awful lot. I'm Still Here is a bloody brilliant mockumentary. Yeah, that was really great. I remember when he went on the show and acted all cuckoo. All cuckoo. It was absolutely bizarre, man. Absolutely bizarre. Where am I? I got to catch up with the charts. Oh, man. I'm kind of at war right now with StreamYard that runs our show because they took away the super chat auto star button, which is really not cool. Not cool at all. Not cool. Because this is the best way for me to get a hold of everybody. Andy Dufresne says, at Ginge, classic black leather. Watch The American with, oh man. Did I miss? Oh, here it is. Ginge. The American's one of my favorite movies. Ginge question. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that movement. Ooh. What's the best strap for a Speedy? Well, any strap. I personally like I like a racing strap. I like it in distress cordovan or brown leather. Looks really great. The Speedy is the ultimate strap monster. You can wear it on absolutely anything you want. I tend to wear my Speedy on the bracelet a lot because this bracelet is so incredibly comfortable. It's like silk. You know, this bracelet was available for many different iterations of the Speedmaster. And I just absolutely love it. It's just so incredibly comfortable. But straps, you can wear anything you want. NATOs are a big option if you're a big NATO guy. And a lot of people are out there making really, really, really great NATOs. You know who makes really pretty NATOs is, what's his face? The guy who moved to Scotland. What's his name? I forget. Glenn Parker, 5 pounds. Devil horns, go on there for the thirds. Hello, low, it's magic. People even know that that's a song, an actual real song. Let's go for some cowbells. Glenn Parker. Dean of £1.99. Glenn, you are 4th and I'm the 5th. Who is the 6th? Oh, you guys are great. Thanks so much for that. Speedy Tuesday is usually a slow super chat show. And that's okay. You take the good, you take the bad. I'm just happy to have everybody in the room and, 50 some odd people kicking around, talking bashers. And it's your show. I just host it. Like I said in today's show, what's on your mind? Because other than the whole, did you guys see JD Vance was on a show and he admitted that he made up the whole dog eating thing? And then all those people who made all those fake videos, I got emails, people, bashers current, bashers former, were like, they're really doing it. It got to the point where Carolyn Martin and I were actually talking about taking iBashers on the road, doing a day trip and going to Springfield, Ohio to do an episode of iBashers at Springfield. We were really going to do it. Now there's no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it at all. No reason. Because he admitted, he goes, listen, if I have to make up stories to make a point, I'm going to do it because the news wasn't doing enough coverage on this. So there you go. I mean, holy shit. Oh boy, politics. It just makes everybody stupid. Aye. Reefer madness. You know what? New York City is reefer madness. You can't walk down the block without getting stoned. It's really very, very sad. I mean, listen, smoke your brains out. I don't care what anybody does, but I don't think you should be smoking that there were laws years ago about people smoking cigarettes within the first 10 feet of buildings or, in doorways or hospitals or anything. They are smoking weed everywhere you go. It's just like you reek when you walk away. A guy smoked pot on the subway. He had one of those one-hitter vapes. It smells. Yeah. Dean says, Glenn, you took the hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Mike Callum wants to know, did I like the fight with Juan's addiction? Well, Jane's addiction. I'll tell you a funny story. A million years ago when I was working at Atlantic Records Mimi got me a job a million years ago as a Warner temp, and I got to float around. I got to work in audio. I set up Ahmet Ertegun's speakers and Tunjaram and Doug Morris, all these legendary guys. I used to fix their stereos, and that's how I learned how to do a lot of electronics because he was an amazing guy. And one day I was in a guy named Michael Rosenblatt's office, and I think I was rewiring his monitors. And Perry Farrell came in. He was from Jane's Addiction. This is at the time when they were making, I guess, habitual de lo habitual. I think that was their second record. I'm not a fan. It's not my kind of music, but they're cool enough, and I love Entourage, and that's. Is it Jane's Addiction or is that Porno for Pyros? I don't actually know. It's called Superman. Uh, and I remember seeing Perry Farrell and saying, man, this guy is out of his mind because he was walking around like a maniac. Uh, this is a guy that's got like mental health issues. And we had a conversation the other night about mental health issues and about, people who you might know or currently in some kind of, cult. I hate to use the word cult because the definition of cult applies to a lot of things. People who have mental issues, people who are suffering, people who need our help, people who need to be talked off the ledge. Like I told you about my friend who, thinks John F. Kennedy Jr. is alive, and everybody's a robot, everybody's a clone. There's all these clones that have been deployed. You've never really seen Donald Trump. That's not really him. That's one of his doppelgangers. These are people who deeply believe this stuff, and it happens. Perry Farrell was talking about aliens when I was in that office, and he was saying how the music industry is being ruined by all of the new bands who are not Earthlings. They're from another planet. I remember distinctly watching the guy say that. And I was just like, wow, what a super duper kook bag that guy is. And then Michael's like, do you have this? The record's not out yet. Do you want a copy of it? And I was like, I'm good. Just wasn't my thing. I'm not a big fan of that kind of music. I'm rereading Anthony Kiedis's book, and I'm not a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan in any way, shape, or form. This is not my cup of tea. I like that song, standing in line with the light on heavy load. By the way, I try to say I'd be there. Don't. I like that song. But very few songs. Give It Away is good. But it's a great book if anybody's ever read it. It's called Scar Tissue. And out of all the rockers who have done drugs in the world, he's the worst. You've never heard more debauchery in your entire life than what, and he's such a lovely, poetic fella. It just goes to show you that you could be the most successful, smartest, interesting. Girls find him extremely attractive. He has no shortage of lady friends. And this guy had such bad self-esteem, he would rent out motels for weeks at a time and shoot up something called speedballs, which is mixing heroin and cocaine together. It's what killed John Belushi. It's probably the most dangerous thing you could possibly do if you're a drug addict. It's the worst thing. It kills like a high percentage of people who do it. And this guy, he's amazing that he's still alive. And he gave up. I don't like to use that word clean. I think it's offensive. And I'm not the most woke person in the world. I just think that, what's the opposite of clean is dirty. I'd like to reserve dirty for dirty whore and dirty politician, anybody who does someone dirty. But like to say somebody who has there used to be a time when people who were HIV negative would say, don't worry, I'm clean. So that would just denote that the people who are HIV positive are dirty. So I just don't think clean is exactly a nice word. I know everybody says, how you doing, man? You still getting high? No, bro, I'm clean. No, bro, I'm clean. I just think clean's not the best word because, like I said, the opposite of that is dirty. I just don't think it's kind. But anyway, he uses that word a lot because his book was written in 2004. And how did I get on this guy? Oh, so yeah, like that kind of music is just not my thing. I don't get it, but I did watch it and go, oh my God. And I don't really enjoy Dave Navarro at all, who actually happened to be in the Red Hot Chili Peppers for one unsuccessful record. That guy, I don't like the way that guy. I'm not a fan of Dave Navarro. I'm not a fan of the way he plays or the guitars he plays or his whole persona to me is very stupid. But I've heard he's a terrific guy, really nice guy. And so what the fuck do I know? Perception is, people think, oh, I can't believe I met this star and they were an asshole. Well, you were probably invading their privacy, or, for the most part, I've met almost every celebrity I've ever wanted to meet, my idols. And for the most part, I could say 98% of the time, everybody was a joy to meet. And they more than fulfilled my fantasy of speaking to one of my idols. There's a lot of people out there that aren't so nice, and I won't even mention who wasn't nice. I've already told you that, like, Ian Gillan and Ronnie James Dio. I was friendly with both of them for years. I've met Bruce Dickinson. He's a very sarcastic guy. He's got a little bit of a wall up, but he was nice. I've met all my idols. Jeff Tate, I've met. He's a bit of a strange bird too, but I've met countless amount of famous people, and they're just people. Sometimes if you interrupt them while they're having dinner, or they're doing something with their kids, or they're picking on their dog's poop up on the street, I think it's just, I would never approach a celebrity in public ever. If I'm in a situation where we're at the same party, the same whatever, that's different, in some kind of social setting. But I would never consider approaching somebody. Like if I saw Paul McCartney on the street, I just wouldn't. I think Sheen on his channel told everybody how he was in FAO Schwartz with his daughter 1,000 years ago, and some kid knocked a ball into him, and he went to go pick it up, and the father came and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it was Peter Gabriel, whom he worships. And he just went, "Oh yeah, that's how the kids are," and handed Peter Gabriel the ball back and went on his merry way. Because what are you going to say? It's Peter Gabriel out shopping with his kid for toys. You don't want to bother him. You just don't. I don't know. Crazy. Jin says, "Love the look of Brown. Love the strap and speed." Oh, dude, get a beautiful racing strap. They're lovely. This is a crappy one. This is not one of any kind of amazing quality. I think this was like $50. I got it on Amazon, but it looks great on the Speedy. I mean, just to show you what it looks like, I'm not going to take it off, but I'll just give you an idea of what it would look like. It looks freaking amazing. It's a great look, It's a great look. It's so cool. This is more of a brown, almost cordovan. There's a little bit of reddish tint to it. Listen, straps, listen. As you know, like this, I'm not a watch channel. I'm a basher channel, but we talk about watches quite often. And I always say, the best watch in the whole wide world is the one you love. Don't listen to all this is a shitter, this is all the haters out there. Get a Hublot if you want it. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. But if you want to get one, get it. I mean, they're, just get one. That's what I meant. Bark and Jack. Right. What's his name? His real name? I don't remember. Nice guy, handsome dude. He sells coffee, and he's got some very nice straps. Very, very, very nice straps. Very nice indeed. Miami Manny, handsome guy with the beautiful dog. Everyone, don't forget to upvote. I don't know how many upvotes we have because I never put on YouTube while I'm doing the show. It's not my thing. I'm still getting a little bit of weird echo. As long as the audio is good for you, I'm fine with that. But I've been trying to, all morning, I was working on this to try to get this to sound really the best it possibly could. Yeah, I think it sounds okay. Because I thought that it was too much low end when I listened to it on the YouTube. Not a fan. Indeed. So what's going on? What's on your mind, fellas? Boys and girls, I'm going to show you right now. Hold on. There is a great website, in case you guys don't know about it. Conair says, "What's the reference on your bracelet?" I'm going to show you a great website that I have all the time. This is fantastic. Now, Sheen's got the 1450 on his 861, right? This is the 1479. So it's technically a 5-link bracelet, as you can see from the clasp. I think the 1450 is one of the most beautiful bracelets, and he has 808 and links on his. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the 1479, and the 1498 is my absolutely least favorite reference strap that has ever been put on a Speedmaster. I absolutely freaking hate it. It pinches all the hair off your arm if you got a Grizzly Adams paw like I do. And then of course there's the flat link bracelets, which are just some of the most unbelievable of the 1039. I mean, they fall apart. So like on the anniversary, the 60th anniversary Speedmaster, that bracelet is a perfected version of this. These are incredible, and you can get the 117 one. You can get them. You can get them. This is look at this. Is beautiful. Oh my God. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. Here's the 1450 up close. And that's mine right next to it, the 1479. So beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that. Oh man. I mean, it's the closest thing that Omega's ever had to a president bracelet. So it's great stuff. Yeah, so this is a 1479. And that's a great website. What is the name of that website? It is omegaaddict.com. That's where I find a lot of stuff when there's some geeky Speedmaster stuff that I'm not sure of. I like to look at that. We are the Fighting 50 Bastards. Great movie title. I agree. Strap Taylor. Oh, Strap-A-Watch. That guy makes beautiful stuff. I wanted to get a strap for my Milgausch, and because I have tape on. That's tape. It's tape on my clasp because those scratch so easily. I'd love to just put this on I'm going to put it on rubber. I think I'm going to put it on either green or orange rubber. Who knows? Valve 789 says, any urge to go on the Queen Mary 2? I had my chance. My sister offered me passage on there to go pick up my nephew in Barcelona when he was studying at Berkeley. And I didn't go, but Paul did. He went. I couldn't go for some reason. I forget what it was. But he went. I'll do a transatlantic ocean liner thing any day. I will never go on a cruise to go to some fucking tropical island because I'm not into like sitting around by a poolside and going to a beach or looking at. I don't care. Who cares? It's not my thing at all. I like to walk down streets with names I can't read, street signs. I like foreign cultures. I like to see other societies. A transatlantic crossing would be the only time it would get me on a big boat because I have no interest. I've been on the Queen Mary 2 several times. I got to tour it, and it's big and it's beautiful and it's it's Cunard. It's got that real Cunard thing. Conair says, upvote mofos, please upvote and subscribe and like the channel if you can. Thanks so much, Ray Ray. Dean, he took the hook, line, and sinker on land. You can use that one made bigger punchline. Great. Guys, Adrian Barker. I'm sorry, I forget. I'm terrible with people's names. He's lovely. He's got a lovely channel. He's a very handsome guy. Thanks so much. I think you know what it's time for. Everybody's favorite part of the show. It is the Gallery of Bashtards. The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots. The sublime the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. I just got a video from, is that from Mike Callan? Got it from Mike, and it's a video. So I'll put that in the end. Maybe I can download that. I have a new downloader that might help me get to videos because videos are a little bit hard. But let's start out with Mr. Gutierrez. Daniel, he sent a little cartoon for you all to have a laughy giggle at. And it's, the more I learn about people, the more I like beer. He says, that's you, Dirk. And I said, no, the more I learn about people, the more I like cats. And that is the truth, damn it. But thanks so much for that, Daniel. Andrew Wolkowicz. Oh, so I had to send him a text message immediately when I saw this. So this is the beautiful Morgana licking the bathtub. And as you all... just give me a second. Today is the 6-month anniversary of Laverne leaving. She died on St. Patrick's Day, so it's 6 months to the day. And she was licking the bathtub weeks up to her getting really sick and stuff. And I saw that happening, and I said, please tell me that she's licking the faucet and not the porcelain, because she had to have a battery test done, because it turns out, and he assured me that there was water and it was dripping, and cats love dripping faucets and all that great stuff. And I'm grateful that that's what it was. But, I actually, like, there's some case studies being done about Laverne right now, because she was letting everybody know that she was suffering from severe anemia, which was due to the fact that she probably had ingested rat poison. That's why she had to have blood transfusions, etc. But I could not, every time I turned around, she was back in the bathtub, licking the bathtub. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I asked everybody, and everybody's like, well, we don't know what that is. Then they did the blood test. Anyway, this is him, and this is her, and she's fine. She was just licking the bathtub. And I'm grateful that that's all that was. So thanks, Andrew. And I'm glad we talked about it. He said, I'll keep an eye on her, because if your pet starts licking cold, metallic things, then you need to take your pet to the vet immediately and go have some blood work done. That's all I have to say. And I'm not going to go any further. They call him Scotty Love. He is the doctor of love. Dr. Love. Guess where he is? In Venezia. Let me take the banner off the screen so you can look at his stuff. Okay. So who do we got here? We have Scotty Love. He is on the Grand Canal. Absolutely great. And I was like, I know exactly where you are. Boom, 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 because I know that town pretty damn well. And I love it. It is my happy place. Look at this pretty scene. Oh, Venice, how I love you. That is the Salute. Santa Maria della Salute. This, I'm assuming, is his hotel. Absolutely beautiful. Like my cousin-in-law said, how come we don't have paintings on our ceiling? We don't. And look at this. His lady with a beautiful friend that they met in Venice. Look at that beautiful baby. Europe cats are just exalted. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Not so much here. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Sir Julian is in the room with some more art to share with you. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. This is photography that he hand colors and hand treats. This is no Photoshop action there, kiddies. This is art. This is an artist at work. Look at this beautiful stuff. Wow. With all this AI stuff that's coming down the pike, what's going to happen to film? Well, music's already screwed, right? Because everything's fake and tuned and retimed and all that junk. But what about artists now? Like, I need a portrait made of me. ChatGPT, take a photograph and make a portrait of me in the style of Rembrandt. I'm worried that that's true. I'm going to do an experiment and see if that works. That is incredible. Let me tell you something. I wish I knew you, Julian, because on the... do I have a copy of it here? Shit. Oh, I think I do. No, I don't. Oh, man. Do you want my love? I need you. Do you want... Anyway, what am I doing? Anyway, I live with an artist, as you guys all know. Anyway, when we redid the debut, the deluxe remastered edition of the very first Hitman record, when we got the rights back, we didn't change the music at all. We just remastered it. We didn't mix it. We didn't change it, because people don't want that. If people love your music, don't remix it. We had changed the album cover because the album cover was iconic but shitty. Paul redid it, and we put like the rust on it, and it took quite a while to get it right. I'd like to know what your technique was, kind sir. Anyway, I thought I'd bring it up. But we used like a manhole cover. It was very cool. Diamond plate is very metal, Julian. Very metal. Beautiful. Look at this. That's beautiful. The texture is incredible. Is that screen right there? See, it looks like video. That looks like some kind of crazy fascist. Beautiful. Thank you, Julian. Artist in residence. We've got gardeners in residence. Amazing. Dean McKenzie showing off his brand new beautiful Speedmaster. Look at this thing. Oh boy. Iconic is the word. It's the most iconic watch in the world. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. The most legible watch in the world. The most iconic watch in the world. It is the Omega Speedmaster Professional. Fight me. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Great. 2 shots in the campo. Beautiful, man. Incredible. Sapphire sandwich. Thank you, Dino. Gorgeous. The other side of Dino. The watch side of Dino. You know so many sides of him. Amazing. Andrew Morgana sleeping. Oh, that wasn't Morgana before. I apologize for that. Look at you. Who doesn't love a sleepy cat? Sleepy calico. Calico lady, beautiful lady. Thanks, Andrew. Incredibile. Martin Brown, iBasher Gallery. Hi, Dirk. Here at last for some clear skies. Oh, shit. I forgot all about this. Wait till you see this. This is what we get on the iBashers channel. You guys are unreal. Look at that. What in the world? Do you think he took that with his Samsung Galaxy? No, that's done with like a telescope. Now, is that Saturn over there? I need to go look at this and see what his message is. Don't let me take that off the screen. I don't have any email addresses on here, so nobody's going to get doxxed or anything. So let me read the email. Hey, Dirk, at least some clear skies for my telescope. Last night's bubble nebula, 7,100 light years from Earth. Meanwhile, Alpha Proxima Centauri is 4.2 light years away. You think we'll ever get there? I don't think so. Maybe with light sail technology. Look at that. 7,100. That's crazy. They're out there, man. They just have never been here, and we'll never go there. We'll dim out. They've dimmed out. We'll all dim out. The whole thing is true. It's just too far. Look at that thing, the Skywatcher. Wow. Man, that is beautiful. You'd never be able to peel me away from there. You'd never, ever be able to peel me away. Yeah, it's incredible. Franco Fury says, now that's far. You know, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, dearie. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's barely scratching the surface of this universe. Eminem Madness. Melly C in the house with Mork and Mindy with some different shots. Look what somebody got for her. Look at this is great. Look, Mork and Mindy and Melly Cup. Look at that. Have you ever seen a more beautiful trifecta in your life? I expect that's what you look like from in my because I don't know. But like that's what I would have guessed. I don't know why I guessed you had that haircut. I don't know why. That's amazing. Look at that. How cute is that? Amazing. I love that mug. You had me at meow. Well, you sure did. They all get me at meow. They always do. Mindy doing the Watusi, doing the thing we'd all do if we could. Oh, cats. Oh, look at you, Mind. Look at her. She's amazing. Have you had any more visitors, Melly C? Has he been back, the new tramp? Oh, those paws are just unreal. Cat paws are the pads are the cutest thing ever. And if they let you touch their pads, that means they really trust you. And there's Mork. Hi, Mork. You know, like he's got the bed with the real blanket, but she's on an Amazon box because she's a cat. Oh, Mork. Amazing. Oh, he's sleepy cat. Even his nose is gray. Beautiful. Oh, look at her. She's posing now. Thanks, Melly C. We love them. They're beautiful, of course. Amazing. I mean, there's a bunch of flies in my house. Did you see that fly just go by? I was watering the plants and a bunch of flies came in my house. You know me, I don't kill shit. I don't like to do it. This is from Ray with a little bit of loom. With a little loom, we can check it out. The whole damn thing work out. Look at that. Amazing. Wow, that looks great. Is that your Grail Watch, kiddo? Grail Watch Wednesday tomorrow. Remember, guys, we're doing Grail Watch Wednesdays. So we're going to be watch heavy on Wednesdays. And we're going to talk about your favorite Grail Watches. We'll deep dive, talk about movements, talk about history, talk about all that stuff, innovation, all of that stuff. Carolyn Martin talking about life goes on. You guys all know that she lost her horse and that she had a broken thumb. She's had a rough week, but this is just absolutely beautiful. Look at this brand new fold. Oh, beautiful. That's amazing. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. What a baby. Incredible. Oh, on the beach. They love the beach. Thank you for that, Carolyn. Thank you for sharing. And there's like 2 flies in my studio right now. Get out, because I don't murder anything. I think that God gave me one right, and that is to kill mosquitoes. And that's as far as I'll go. That's as far as I'll go. Everything else is Paul, because I won't do it. I don't like it. Mike Callan. Okay, so that you were the video, right? Okay, let me see if I got this. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, let's present. Shall we? Let's present. There it is. So video. Date just ×2, Roman numerals. Very nice. Chemin de fer on both. Look at that. This one's not really a chemin de fer. Almost. Beautiful oyster and a jubilee. I love that color. Thanks, Mike Allen. Look at you, the Rolex guy. You're a Rolex guy. 2 Rolex. Fancy. Just Martin. Come on in, baby. What do you got for us today, Martin? His beautiful Seiko. Oh, in German, huh? Wow. Amazing. Or is that in French? Could be, right? Classic. Classic. Oh, that's beautiful. Bracelet is hot. I mean, listen, that's the perfect oyster perpetual or, day date alternative. Look at that, Martin. Looking great. That's a handsome watch. I love that one, huh? I bet you get a lot of compliments on that. Look at that dial. Seiko, come on with your dials. Outrageous. They just put a whole lot of work into their dials, man. They really and truly do. Hey, Jimmy Lassik's in the room. Hey, look at this handsome. Oh, God. Boy, you auditioning for a film there with your puppy dog. Oh, baby. That's a great shot. Oh, my God. Usually you have your head shaved, right, Jim? Wow, that's a classic shot. I hope you have that framed up somewhere so you can look at it all the time. I'm just starting getting back into being able to look at me and pictures of me and Vern. Just slowly but surely. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And that, my friends,
the Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
share with the world. Kaloi's in the room. Hello, Kaloi. Great to see you. Pure Palms here too. Glad to have ducked in for a moment to be privy for some great Basher banter. Trademark. That's pretty good. Oh, I like that. You trademarked it. Smart, 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 smart. He also says, thanks for the show as always, Dirk. Until the next time, warm salutations, Sarah. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Jenny Gutierrez says, hey, fellas, had to work, but joining now. Speedy Tuesday. Well, at least you sent stuff in. Manny's saying, hey, Jim Lassick with $4.99. Hi, Dirk and friends. Awesome to join you all live. Never happens. It never happens that we have Jimmy in here. So let's give him a big bang boom, something worth his weight in gold. Let's give him Gone Woman 2. Diddle-a-doo-doo-doo. Thanks so much, Jimmy. Always great to see you in the room. Always. Melly C says, no visitors, unfortunately. I hope he's okay. I worry about all the stray cats. I really do. It's not Turkey where everybody comes out, or Athens where everybody comes out and feeds all the stray cats, and it's don't mess with the cats. You know, Ray Ray's like, Jim Lassick in the house. Everybody's crazy. Dean says, I hate flies. I'm a good shot either way at towel. Yeah, I know. I just can't do it. The guilt is overwhelming. Jen says, my kids say the cat paws look like baked beans, so their paws are called the beans. Oh, that's cute. Everybody's digging your Seiko. Daniel says we have similar tastes. That's amazing. Amazing. Guys, that's the show. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Speedy Tuesday. Great to see you all in the room today. I'll be back tomorrow with, what's the name of the show tomorrow? It is Grail Watch Wednesdays. We talk a little bit more about watches on Wednesdays, because other days it's just a small bit player in the whole thing. It's great to have you all in the community. I want to thank everybody who's part of the Patreon pantheon, especially. And I got to edit this because he didn't like that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And he wants to be known as, listen, guys, when it's very important to me that your privacy is very important to me. So however you want to be labeled on the show, sometimes if I get an email from you, it might not say your screen name. Always put your screen name inside the note so I know exactly who you are, and I'm able to put that on the screen, because, you know, I'm not here to dox anybody. So this is going to be, okay, so James M. There you go. So here's the Patreon pantheon. Jim Lassick. Yay. Andrew Olkowicz, Go Moto Soto, Nick Sisto, Complicated Time, Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dana O'Malley, who's in town. We're supposed to together last night, but it didn't work out. But we'll get together soon. Lord Scotty H, Dean McKenzie, Al Benedetti, Angelo, Minikillo, Gasman 308, Danielle, Dave Fahrenheit 451, Dave Fitzsimons on Bashers, Lady with the Wrench, Easy E, me. Chris on the Upper East Side, Drew B, Scott E Love, we call him Scotty Love. Jocelyn, where are you? We miss you. We haven't seen you on the show live. Ray, Nader Pritz, Jonathan Banner, and the brand new latest one is James M. Welcome to the Basherdirk. Thank you all so much for all this great stuff. Guys, remember, it's very, very simple. If you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, it's basherdirk@gmail.com. That's basherdirk@gmail.com. For anything you possibly want, I'll be happy to get it on the screen for you. Share with the world. You share it with me and I share with the world. I am just merely your servant. Thank you for being a part of the Bashers world. I am grateful every single day to be here with you. So guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember, if you encounter someone who is unkind, give them a little bit of rope. Just enough rope to hang themselves. You don't know whether or not they've had a really bad day. Something's terrible happened in life. They're either having a bad day or else they're a